Hello, and welcome to your AI News Roundup for July 13th, 2026. Today we dive into how NVIDIA is tackling memory bottlenecks in LLM training, alongside the ongoing legal disputes between Apple and OpenAI over trade secrets. Get ready for your daily AI update. News number 1. Host offloading in JAX significantly alleviates HBM pressure during large language model training by moving selected activations to pinned host memory and streaming them back for the backward pass. Experiments on NVIDIA GB200 NVL72 demonstrated that combining host offloading with latency, hiding scheduler, and pipeline transfers delivered up to 57% throughput improvement over activation rematerialization. This approach unlocked batch sizes otherwise limited by GPU memory, with the greatest gains observed for large sparse MO models. These performance improvements are enabled on NVIDIA Grace Blackwell and Vera Rubin platforms due to their high-bandwidth NVLink C2C interconnects. Achieving optimal performance requires careful overlap of activation transfers with compute and communication, managed through XLA custom scheduling flags and dedicated copy streams. Developers should validate this asynchronous data movement using profiling tools like NVIDIA Insight Systems. News number 2. SoftBank and Yaskawa Electric have partnered with NVIDIA to demonstrate a physical AI platform. This collaboration focuses on showcasing tangible applications for advanced AI infrastructure. The initiative involves integrating hardware and software solutions from these entities to create a functional physical AI platform. This demonstration aims to establish a practical framework for deploying complex AI systems utilizing the capabilities provided by NVIDIA. Such partnerships address the critical challenge of bridging theoretical AI development with real-world industrial deployment. News number 3. Microsoft President Brad Smith criticized the current U.S. approach to AI policy for lacking transparent or complete rules. Speaking at the AI for Good Global Summit on July 9th, Smith characterized the regulatory environment as regulation without transparent or complete rules, suggesting that nobody currently knows what is legal. This criticism emerged amid a period of regulatory whiplash involving major foundation models. In June, the Trump administration directed the Commerce Department to impose export controls on Anthropic's Fable 5 and Mythos 5 AI models over cybersecurity concerns. Although those restrictions were lifted in early July, Smith noted that the damage to business confidence was already incurred. Smith is a vocal advocate for structured AI governance, having previously published Microsoft's 5-point blueprint for public AI policy in 2023. The Anthropic situation serves as a case study in this regulatory inconsistency. News number 4. Large language models have rapidly emerged, creating an intense race among major players backed by heavy investment. Frontrunners in this competition include ChatGPT from OpenAI, Claude from Anthropic, Grok from xAI, and Perplexity's search-augmented models. Microsoft poured resources into OpenAI, while Amazon and Alphabet made substantial commitments to Anthropic. Meanwhile, xAI represents Elon Musk's push into frontier AI development. The competition is fierce, drawing billions in capital investment across the industry. Questions remain about which model actually possesses the best raw intelligence and reliability. News number 5. Apple has filed a lawsuit against OpenAI alleging that the AI company stole trade secrets in its effort to develop hardware. The suit claims OpenAI poached Apple employees, coaxing them into sharing confidential material, product designs, and other tightly held information. An Apple spokesperson stated in an email that significant evidence has emerged suggesting individuals employed by OpenAI wrongfully took Apple's secret and confidential information regarding unreleased technologies, processes, and products. In response to the filing, Drew Pusateri, a spokesperson for OpenAI, noted that the company was reviewing the court document, adding that they have no interest in other companies' trade secrets. He stated that OpenAI remains focused on building innovative technology that empowers people everywhere. This legal action follows a major partnership announced in 2024 when Apple integrated OpenAI's ChatGPT into the operating systems for iPhones, iPads, and Macs. News number 6. OpenAI has restructured its leadership following a key executive transition that consolidates power under co-founder Greg Brockman ahead of a prospective IPO. Brockman assumed responsibility for OpenAI's most profitable projects after Fidji Simo stepped down from her role due to chronic illness. Simo, a former Meta executive and ex-CEO of Instacart, had served as the company's product and business chief, focusing on the roadmap and scaling efforts. Simo took medical leave in April 2019 following a diagnosis of POTS. Brockman now oversees OpenAI's ChatGPT product business, along with its go-to-market teams, enterprise teams, and compute initiatives. He reports directly to CEO Sam Altman and faces pressure to drive revenue for the company. Brockman expressed gratitude to Simo in a recent post on X regarding her contributions to OpenAI's mission. News number 7. Anthropic has successfully reactivated a government pilot for its Claude AI service under the second Trump administration. The reactivation was formalized through a $1 delivery order between the Federal Communications Commission and Karasoft Technology Corporation, establishing an 85-day contract. The official summary details the subscription as Anthropic Claude for Government Federal, FedRAMP, High-Compliant AI Cloud Service Subscription for FY26, pilot, referencing a classification suitable for sensitive but unclassified information. This action recreates a pilot program that was previously initiated on February 23rd and canceled on March 11th, under FCC Administrator Brendan Carr. The order was actioned on July 8th with a start date of July 6th. Prior to the cancellation, Carr stated that Anthropic had made mistakes in dealings with the Pentagon, specifically regarding demands for assurances that the U.S. military would not use its products for mass domestic surveillance or killing without human approval. News number 8. Microsoft is shifting Copilot from a conversational assistant into an autonomous digital workforce designed to execute complex enterprise tasks independently. The company's strategy focuses on creating the agentic enterprise, where AI systems plan, execute, monitor, and collaborate on business tasks with minimal human intervention. This evolution involves rolling out features within standard applications to transition them from simple chatbots into workflow producers. For instance, a legal agent in Word streamlines contract drafting, review, analysis, and summarization. A key development is the Copilot Cowork feature, which transforms massive, multi-step prompts into background execution plans with defined human checkpoints. This allows users to initiate complex tasks, such as preparing an executive sales review, letting the AI execute the plan over hours or days without continual prompting. Furthermore, organizations can use multiple AI models for deeper research and comparison within their critique and counsel processes. News number 9. Broadcom secured an expected $30 billion deal with Apple, demonstrating its strategic standing beyond the AI chip market. This long-term engagement locks up sales from Apple, a critical non-AI semiconductor customer, reinforcing Broadcom's position in the broader technology landscape. The transaction falls squarely within the non-AI semiconductor segment of Broadcom's revenue streams. While the company is heavily tied to AI semiconductors, its relationship with Apple anchors the firm in this distinct market area. Broadcom reports 3 key revenue lines: AI semiconductors, infrastructure software, and non-AI semiconductors. Historically, Apple has been a long-standing Broadcom customer, having first utilized its chips back in 2009. This deal highlights Broadcom's prowess in attracting technology leaders across various sectors. News number 10. Congress should share rather than shield U.S. artificial intelligence technology. The Hill reports that there is an ongoing debate regarding how federal policy affects the accessibility of American AI innovation. The discussion centers on whether government actions concerning AI technology inhibit or facilitate the free flow of research and development across states and sectors. This issue addresses the balance between national security concerns and the need for open access to critical AI infrastructure. News number 11. Illinois lawmakers are considering establishing independent safety reviews for artificial intelligence regulations within the state. This proposal suggests shifting the regulatory framework away from centralized oversight toward autonomous safety assessments. The move focuses on creating independent bodies to manage AI safety standards in Illinois, offering an alternative approach to current regulatory structures. News number 12. Digital sandboxes are accelerating AI innovation by providing firms with controlled environments for experimentation before scaling models to market. These sandboxes allow researchers to use GDPR-compliant datasets in secure settings to access tools and data under controlled conditions. These frameworks differ from regulatory sandboxes, which provide a controlled environment where regulators can test how AI interacts with existing or proposed rules, enabling them to develop proportionate rules based on observed interactions. Under a regulatory sandbox, firms can live test products and business models without immediately incurring full regulatory licensing requirements. This mechanism extends the fintech focus of regulatory sandboxes into the broader AI use case. The article examines light touch regulation, which is a hands-off deregulatory approach first seen in internet regulation. The distinction between these frameworks highlights the systemic risks associated with applying light touch governance to both AI and fintech. News number 13. The Bank of Korea stated that AI-driven semiconductor demand continues to outpace supply, keeping the current upcycle on track through next year. The central bank dismissed claims that the semiconductor boom has peaked, noting that the global semiconductor market is expected to continue expanding for a considerable period. This sustained upcycle exists because supply expansion has proceeded more slowly than demand, which surged due to investment in AI infrastructure. The BOK explained that the technical complexity of high-performance products means mass production takes considerable time. Supply expansion remains constrained because demand is being led by customized products like high-bandwidth memory. Furthermore, the current cycle shows stronger momentum than previous expansions, supported by robust global investment in AI infrastructure and data centers. This semiconductor upcycle has continued for 40 months since March 2023. News number 14. Meta Platforms has introduced a new AI strategy centered on open-source foundation models and platform deployment. This initiative aims to reduce inference costs by 40% while expanding developer adoption through new fine-tuning tools. The strategy focuses on deploying these models across Meta's existing platforms to increase accessibility for developers. News number 15. Investors are looking at NVIDIA, Micron, and Microsoft as potential investments amid current market conditions. NVIDIA trades at 22.6 times forward earnings and 15.9 times next year's expected earnings, positioning it slightly above the S&P 500 average of 21.7 times forward earnings. This valuation places NVIDIA as a leader in its industry, which is supported by continued data center build-out ramp-up. Furthermore, the GPU upgrade cycle is approaching later this year due to the new Rubin architecture. While these stocks are currently on sale compared to historical averages, analysts note that 2027 is forecast to be another year of strong growth for NVIDIA. News number 16. Turkcell is building artificial intelligence infrastructure across 5 strategic technology layers. During the Artificial Intelligence for Good Summit in Geneva, Turkcell CEO Dr. Ali Taha Koç stated that the AI race is determined by infrastructure rather than just models. Koç argued that whoever controls the infrastructure controls the future of AI and a strong digital future. He emphasized that the key to advancing AI lies in robust and independent infrastructure. Turkcell highlighted investments across the fundamental layers of artificial intelligence, aiming to become a regional technology provider carrying Turkey's digital future. The CEO also noted that artificial intelligence is built upon 5 fundamental pillars. News number 17. A focus on contextual intelligence is necessary to optimize engineering capacity during an AI rollout. When analyzing bug patterns across the engineering team, one team spent about 50% of its sprint time addressing bugs, compared to roughly 25% for others. Layering context around these tickets revealed they were not true defects, but manual workarounds for missing product capabilities. Specifically, customers frequently requested item restoration, a feature that was missing. Failing to ship an item restore feature was consuming roughly 1.5 engineers worth of capacity. The analysis took 45 minutes and required organized data tagged by team, connected through system-to-system mappings and access controls. This foundational work involves updating data dictionaries and taxonomies, tasks that often go uninvested in because they are unglamorous. Context data layers provide the necessary foundation to reclaim engineering capacity during AI development. News number 18. A multimodal artificial intelligence prognostic model was validated using the TIP12 dataset for early-stage breast cancer prognosis. This validation involved data from the HR+/HER2- subset of patients. The study published in Cancer Network details the application of this AI model to predict outcomes in early-stage breast cancer. News number 19. Artificial intelligence is being used to predict microsatellite instability from hematoxylin and eosin-stained histopathology in colorectal cancer. This updated systematic review and meta-analysis examines the predictive power of AI models applied to tissue pathology data. The study assesses the efficacy of utilizing these methods for predicting MSI markers within colorectal cancer diagnostics. Researchers analyzed existing literature to determine the reliability and clinical relevance of applying artificial intelligence techniques to histopathology images for specific biomarker prediction. News number 20. Artificial intelligence is increasingly being viewed as a core asset within capital markets. This shift indicates that AI technology is now driving investment strategies and valuation models across financial sectors. The integration of these systems into market dynamics requires new regulatory frameworks and disclosure standards for assessing AI-related risks and opportunities. This development places the valuation and management of AI assets at the center of global financial discussions. News number 21. No source material or data was provided for this news item. Therefore, a factual broadcast narration cannot be generated. News number 22. Peter J. Dinning argues that biological embodiment is essential for achieving human-level artificial intelligence. The argument suggests that fully realizing human-level AI necessitates a biological foundation beyond current computational models. Dinning posits that true cognitive capacity requires physical interaction and sensory experience, which are inherent to biological existence. This perspective challenges purely digital approaches to developing advanced AI systems. News number 23. The Illinois Board of Education has released new guidelines addressing artificial intelligence usage within schools. These guidelines establish parameters for how AI tools can be implemented in educational settings. The release provides a framework for integrating AI technologies into the school environment. This move establishes official standards for the deployment of artificial intelligence across K-12 institutions. News number 24. Artificial intelligence is actively reshaping the U.S. financial market through new trading technology implementation. YXDefi has launched its AI-driven trading technology, introducing new capabilities into the financial sector. This move signals a significant integration of advanced AI into high-frequency trading operations within the U.S. financial landscape. News number 25. Micron CEO Sanjay Mehrotra announced a $250 billion investment aimed at expanding artificial intelligence memory chip development. This capital allocation targets the expansion of memory chip technology specifically for AI applications. The investment is directed toward further developing essential components required for advanced AI infrastructure. This move signals Micron's commitment to advancing its position in the high-demand AI memory market. News number 26. The cost structure for major large language model APIs varies significantly across different providers. This comparison breaks down the operational expenses associated with accessing various models to determine the most cost-effective solution for developers. The analysis evaluates pricing metrics across multiple established LLM platforms, highlighting differences in per-token inference costs and overall deployment economics. Understanding these variations is critical for optimizing resource allocation when implementing fine-tuning or large-scale applications. News number 27. In the first quarter of 2026, investors deployed roughly $242 billion into AI startups, accounting for about 80% of all venture capital deployed worldwide. This investment volume is unprecedented, as historical data shows no comparable sector has ever absorbed such a level of capital deployment. According to Crunchbase data, this marks a significant shift in global venture capital allocation toward the artificial intelligence sector. News number 28. Over 200 experts are calling for urgent action to address the economic impact of artificial intelligence. This consensus highlights significant concerns regarding the broader financial consequences stemming from AI development and deployment. The call for immediate action targets the economic ramifications generated by the rapidly evolving field of artificial intelligence. News number 29. Generative AI is rapidly expanding its footprint across the automation market, driven by evolving industry trends and projections. This deep dive explores the current growth trajectory of generative AI applications within automation sectors. The analysis examines key market trends that are fueling this rapid expansion and provides detailed projections for future development in the field. News number 30. The escalating rivalry among superpowers is fundamentally reshaping global technology governance structures. This analysis examines how competing nations are navigating the regulatory landscape surrounding advanced artificial intelligence development and deployment. The op-ed argues that these competitive dynamics are directly influencing international standards for AI policy and oversight. Thank you for watching today's AI news. Please subscribe and hit that like button for more updates. Join us tomorrow for deep dives into the latest AI breakthroughs.